So let's find comfortable seat. Use a blanket, use a pillow. It's so funny, right? You can say afterwards, you can say hello, or if you want to just go quickly, she's here, she's here. Pushing with your hands, your flesh to the side, finding a long spine, resting your hands on your knees in front of your belly, closing your eyes. Taking a huge, big inhaling, rising in your spine. And without losing this length, exhaling. So you want to stay long. You want to stay awake and releasing. There is this funny thing about awakeness. When we talk, when we think awakeness from mind, we keep very, very busy. We think we need to control what is going on. This is called alertness. Awakeness is from your heart, from your being. So there is no need of being in this tension of alertness. This tension of, what is going on? I need to observe, I need to see this. You're seeing from inside. You're sensing from inside. We have quite a few surfers here. I'm just relating to this sport. In every sport it is. The more you're connecting really to yourself, you feel and sense your environment. So the more you want to control and plan and be very, very active in mind, the less you get successful in this. So connecting to your inner state, to your inner self. Letting yourself be guided by your inner self. Dropping into your being. We always say heart and then we're getting confused. We think we need to love all and everything. And the moment we feel our heart is closing, we think we are not connected to heart. Heart is like every being, opening and closing naturally. We need to have this opening and closing. We can't stay open all the time. That's ridiculous. This is like holding the sun and the earth can't move. We don't have day, we don't have night. We will have sensations of pleasant, unpleasant. So letting yourself, taking this nice little movements of opening and closing into your practice today. While you start connecting with your breath, letting your breath growing fuller and deeper and focusing 2-3 centimeters below your belly button, letting your belly rising. With your exhaling, sucking your belly inward and gently upward towards your heart internally, activating this Mula Bandha pelvis floor. Inhaling, letting your belly rise, nostril breathing, lips gently closed, exhaling, sucking your belly in. And gently upward. Maybe you can feel you even rising in your spine. And keep on moving with your exhaling. Bring it in. And you want to evening this in and exhaling. So you're inhaling for a count of 2, 3, 4, 5, and taking this whole time that you do not do from 1 and 2 all, and then you're holding whole time breath. Exhaling for 4 gentle, 2, 1. Pausing. Taking this whole time, inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, until you're 5. You inhaling. Gently exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it even softer and longer. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Softer in your inhaling. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing your pranayama. Do you collapse? Stay long. Awareness, awakenness, pray. Bringing your arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling. Exhaling, softening, calming back down. Inhaling, sweep. Exhaling, calming back down. Letting your shoulders stay down. Inhaling, sweep. Bending your left elbow with your right hand. Helping your left armpit. Opening up. Long spine. Doesn't matter if you take left and right. I can't mirror you. This is fine. Oh, I'm getting muddled up completely. Inhaling, arms. Exhaling, your left, right elbow, changing side. Inhaling, releasing, bringing your arms on your side, palms of your hands facing up. You want to rounding your spine while you're bringing your hands in front of you. Inhaling, from your chest, you're opening up. Exhaling, your spine is working. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Two more times. Exhaling, stay interlacing your fingers, point with your index finger, lifting your arms over your head, releasing your shoulders, closing your eyes. Breath. Inhaling, opening your arms, making a fist pointing with your thumb. Exhaling from your shoulders, bring your thumbs down. Inhaling, bring your thumbs back. Exhaling from your shoulders. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Inhaling, thumbs in your center, exhaling, meeting your thumbs with your eyes closed. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling. Last time, inhaling. Opening your fingers, exhaling in your center and twisting to your right side. Right hand outside in line with your spine, gentle twisting. Inhaling, flowing in your center, exhaling, other side. Inhaling, swinging in your center, reaching forward from your hands, then finding your child pose. You can gently opening your knees gently so your belly has a bit of a space, bringing your arms, meeting your toes, forehead touches the floor. Letting this controlling mind, this alertness, guided by your adrenalines, letting it rest. Child pose is a beautiful pose to connect with your inner self and letting this parasympathetic part of your nervous system taking over. Tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, your shoulders rolling back and down. Remember, you can always folding your mat or bring a bit of a height between your heels and your seat with your arms over your head. Inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your arms on your side, crossing with your right, left arm on top, pushing your arms, eagle arms, wriggling your arms around. Please remember, you always can put your hands on your shoulders when this is a bit difficult. Pushing with your elbows, pushing them forward, that you find a bit of a space in your shoulder socket, releasing your forehead. Feeling between your shoulder blades, letting this back door of your heart opening. You can stay here, or you want to lifting your elbows, gazing towards the ceiling, opening your whole front side, and as if you're folding over a ball in front of you. You're pushing your belly button in and you're rounding forward. So it's nothing about you bring your elbows to your belly. You want to finding this movement, reaching forward from your elbow, rounding, inhaling, lifting up, finding a bit of a back bending, folding forward, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. One more time, inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, releasing your arms, bringing your arms around you. Find your fingertips onto the floor, lifting your heart. Breathe. Exhaling, sinking forward, back in your child pose. So your forehead meeting the floor, feeling this movement in your spine, in your center. Creating space. Tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, shoulders rolling back and down, arms on your side, sweep. Exhaling your arms, and then you start with your left arm first, right arm, and you want to pushing these arms really towards the side before you're wriggling, pushing with your elbows, lifting your elbows, same height with your shoulders. Remember, please take your hands on your shoulders when you need, resting on your forearms. And bring your knees a tiny bit more together. It's easier for your hips. Please stay here when this is good enough, or start working. So you want to lifting your elbows and you're rooting down from your pubic bone. Your whole spine is arching forward. And then imagine there is a ball in front of you. You want to over your ball. You want to pushing this belly in, rounding. Maximum movement of your spine. Inhaling. Mula Bandha active. This pelvis floor, when you're rounding forward, pelvis floor lifting, rounding. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2 more times. And your last time. Inhaling. Stay with your elbows. Opening your arms, reaching around, finding your fingertips, squeeze your shoulder blades, lifting your heart. Breathe. And this time you're coming in your center, lifting yourself up onto your knees. With your exhaling, opening your arms, your belly pushing back, you're coming back in your child pose, hands on your sacrum. Inhaling, lifting yourself up. Gaze in line with your fingers. Exhaling, and the opposite hand comes on top. Releasing forward, inhaling, moving, exhaling, folding forward. 2 more times each side, inhaling. And every time you're changing your hand, the opposite hand comes on top. Inhaling. One last time, inhaling. Exhaling. Stay here for a moment, releasing breath. Releasing your arms, reaching forward from your hands, finding your tabletop, stretching out your right leg, curling your toes, stretching out your left leg, finding your high plank, lifting yourself out of your shoulders. And lifting your seat, find your downward facing dog, paddling with your feet, spreading your fingers wide, shaking with your head. Stepping your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling, exhaling, bending your knee and bringing your right elbow on the outside, your right knee on the outside of your right elbow. Inhaling, lifting yourself up, down dog, exhaling, opening your hip, right knee, elbow. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, breathing deeper, fuller. Inhaling, bringing your knee in your center, gazing forward while your left heel is pushing back. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling. Inhaling, lifting and crossing over. Right knee to your left elbow, gazing forward. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling one more time. Exhaling and stay here for a moment. Breathe. Stay. Breath. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, stepping your right foot on the outside of your right hand, opening your foot 45 degrees, releasing your left knee, your left toes, gazing forward. Breathe. You can stay here. Maybe you have a bit more space and you can lowering down. Using your block, a bolster, a blanket, whatever you need to help yourself. Lengthening down, opening your inner groins. People, you can stay here, or you're curling your left toes under and lifting your left knee. You can go one step further and you're opening your right foot on the outer edge of your right foot, helping with your right hand under your knee. You don't want to press against your knee. You want to press, finding your fleshy part here, opening up. Maybe you have a bit more space and you can open your right arm towards the ceiling. Go step by step. Breathe fully, strong. Inhaling, exhaling, planting your elbow back, and then you're walking your hands back. Releasing your left knee, releasing your left toes. Planting your left hand in front of your face. Your right foot comes on the outer edge of your foot. You stay like this, or you're reaching around. Maybe you can bending your knee and grabbing with your hand. Your heel, pushing this heel far away. You want to opening, stretching out your psoas muscle. Right, so your heel is pushing away. What we've done, opening your chest. Breathe. Inhaling, exhaling, planting your hand, curling your left toes under, stepping back, finding your high plank. Breathe, opening your hands towards the side. So you bring your hands, your wrists want to facing each other. You're lowering down from your heart. Inhaling, lifting yourself up. Exhaling, only lowering down from your heart. In, exhaling, inhaling. One more time. Exhaling, inhaling back, bringing your hands back under your shoulders, lifting your seat. Big exhaling. Spreading your fingers, walking your dog. Breathe. Inhaling, bending your knees. Give yourself one integration in your child pose, staying long with your arms. Palms of your hand facing up. Forehead touches the floor. Is your mind wandering, thinking about anything else? Then you are here. This awakeness in your heart, brings you to this moment. Planting your hands, gazing between your arms, curling your toes under, downward, facing dog, spreading these fingers wide. You want to treat your left side, stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling, releasing your right heel. And while you're bending your left knee, you're pushing with your right heel, bringing your left knee inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, spreading these fingers, gazing forward from your heart. Inhaling, the deeper you breathe, the easier it becomes. One more time, inhaling. And then you come 3 times in your center, gazing forward. Inhaling. Exhaling, Leon, spreading your fingers wider, pressing your thumb index finger. Exhaling. 3 times center, and then you want to bring your knee 3 times on your right side. Where is your right heel? Inhaling. Exhaling. In. Exhaling. Stay gazing forward, holding this knee. Breathe. Inhaling, lifting yourself up. Exhaling, stepping your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Open it 45 degrees, releasing right knee, right toe. Stay here for a moment. Lengthening your arms, rolling back your shoulders. You want to find length. Maybe you have a bit more space. You come down onto your elbows. Staying here for a deep breath. And then you're curling your back toes and then lifting your knee. Breath. Opening your right hip, your left hip, sorry. Bring your left hand on the fleshy part. Do not use your knee. Coming on your fleshy part, helping to open, rolling on the outer edge of your foot, staying here, or you're lifting your left arm, enjoying this opening. Breath. Breath. Anna, you're here as well, and Simone. Inhaling, exhaling, coming down, planting your hands under your shoulders, releasing your right knee, gazing forward. You always can stay here. Opening your left hip one more time. Come on the outer edge of your foot, reaching around with your arm. You can stay here, or you're bending your knee and grabbing your ankle, pushing your heel far away. Breath. In, exhaling, planting your hand, curling your back toes, stepping back, finding your high plank. Lifting your left heel, pushing your left heel far away. Exhaling, release, and pushing your right heart between your hands. Exhaling, release, lifting your seat with a big exhaling. Oh, spreading your fingers, shaking with your head, rolling back your shoulders. Bending your knees, gaze between your hands, walking forward between your hands, stepping your feet hip width apart, softening your knee while your hips lifting, hugging your elbows in your ragdoll and swinging from one side to the other side.
Releasing your arms, interlacing your fingers, bringing your hands on the back of your skull, helping to pull with your arms, closing your elbows, finding a bit of more length in your neck, and letting yourself swinging forward, swinging back from your feet. So you're massaging your feet, your toes, your heels. Releasing your arms, tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, your shoulders rolling back and down in your Tadasana. Your feet hip width apart, releasing your left arm towards your knees, lifting your right, and finding a bit of a stretching. Inhaling, coming back, and you're lifting both of your arms, releasing your right, lengthening your left. Inhaling back in your center, and you're softening your knee. What we've done in sitting, you want to arching your spine, bringing your hands in front. Inhaling, stay bent in your knees. Find a sweet back bending. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more time. Inhaling. Exhaling. Rounding. Releasing your arms. Sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, stepping your right foot back in a long runner's lunge, releasing your knee, your toes, stretching out your front leg. Pressing your front foot into the floor. Inhaling, bending your front knee. Curling your back toes under, planting your your left hand, on the floor, reaching forward from your right arm. And you want to opening your right arm towards the side, coming on the side of your foot. Inhaling, reaching forward. Exhaling, the side of your foot. Inhaling, reaching forward. One more time. Exhaling, inhaling, planting your hands, stepping back, finding your downward facing dog. Inhaling in your high plank, exhaling, releasing your knees, your toes flowing down, chin, inhaling, rolling back, 10 toes pressing into the floor. Exhaling in your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, lifting your right leg, inhaling, exhaling, stepping your right foot between your hands, bending your knee, breathe. This time you want to bring your left hand onto the floor, reaching forward from your right. Exhaling, coming on the side of your feet and reaching with your right arm back. Inhaling back. Exhaling. Inhaling, coming back. Exhaling. Inhaling, coming back, planting your hands, gazing forward, stepping your foot in front, coming halfway, lengthening legs, spine, lifting seat, opening chest, soft in your knees, big feet, folding forward. Uttanasana, interlacing fingers, gripping the back of your skull, closing your elbows. One more time, helping. Your neck is long, your spine. Releasing your arms, tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, shoulders rolling back and down, arms on your side, Tadasana. Inhaling your arms over your head. Exhaling your arms on your side. You want to take a few more rounds with this beautiful bending knees, bringing your hands. Inhaling, opening up. Stay bending your knees. Exhaling, swinging forward. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. And your last time, inhaling. Swing your arms over your head and folding forward. Keep on doing. Doesn't matter when you do one more. Stepping your left foot back. Long Vanasana, gazing forward. Breathe, planting your right hand under your shoulders, reaching forward from your left arm. Exhaling, opening up and coming on the side of your foot. Inhaling, squaring hips. Exhaling, opening hip. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, coming forward, planting your hands, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Inhaling, high plank. Exhaling, knees, toes, lowering down. Inhaling in your cobra, 10 toes, shoulders, elbows. Exhaling, lifting your seat, downward facing dog. Staying here. Controlling your hands, pressing these fingers, Chris, bending your knees a tiny bit, that you're shooting up from your seat. Stay with your hands. Breath. 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 Lifting your left leg towards the ceiling, exhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands, your right hand under your shoulder, left arm is reaching forward, exhaling, coming on the side of your feet, reaching back, inhaling, exhaling, in, exhaling. One more time, in, planting your hand, stepping both of your feet in front, coming halfway, inhaling, soft knees, long legs, strong thighs, open chest, folding forward from your hips. Maybe you need to bend your knees. Breathe. Inhaling, coming up, long spine, active legs, prayer, arms on your side, Tadasana. Breath. Arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, stepping your right foot back, stay on your toes. And find your high lunge, letting your arms swinging for a bit to let them grow heavy. Bending your front knee, hips facing front. Inhaling your arms, releasing your shoulders. Twisting, exhaling, right arm, left knee, and your left arm reaches around. Releasing your left arm. Maybe you're finding a bind. Maybe you're finding a bind with your hand and lifting your right arm. Gaze over your left shoulder and see your right heel. Inhaling, releasing your arms, spreading your arms. Exhaling, bringing your hands in prayer, bending your front knee, lowering down from your right elbow and bringing your hands in front of your heart. Staying here, or maybe you want to come into your full pose, Pavrita, Parsva Konasana, twisted side ankle, Breathe. Inhaling, releasing your hands, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Inhaling in your high plank. Exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana, knees, chin, chest, shoes. And when you're coming down, see that you do not collapse into your shoulders. Always releasing your knees. And then you can train to lowering down. This is better instead of you letting yourself falling down like this. I know it's very human. Lifting your seat in your downward facing dog, spreading your fingers. Breathe, opening your fingers wider. Breath, rolling back your shoulders. Breathe. Bending your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward between your hands. Inhaling, soft knees, long legs. Inhaling, lengthening from your hips, folding forward. Stay soft in your knees, folding forward. One breath in your standing. Inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your prayer, releasing your arms, Tadasana. Arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, stepping your left foot back, stay on your toes, come in your high lunge while you're swinging with your arms. Your arms heavy, your legs strong. Breath. Inhaling your arms, making sure your shoulders are soft. Stabilizing your ground, your base. Twisting, left arm reaches forward, right arm reaching back. Releasing your right arm, maybe you can finding a bind and you're lifting your arm. Gaze over your shoulder. Breath. Bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Everyone, breathe. Breath. Inhaling, unfolding, stay in your twisting. And bringing your hands in front of your heart. You can stay here, or you're lowering down. Bring your elbow and hands in front of your chest. You can stay here, or you want to come in your full pose. Your arm reaches over your head. Breathe. Inhaling, exhaling, coming back with your hands, gazing forward, stepping back in your downward facing dog, letting your head shake, making some funky faces, really squeezing, letting yourself make some funky noises like an animal. Liberating this howling, and you take a vinyasa of your choice, inhaling in your high plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, or knees, chin, chest. Find your variation. Breathe, your fingers spreading wide. Breathe, this is it, and it's beautiful, coming up like this. Breath. Balancing your down dog, finding harmony. Breath. Bending your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward, inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward. In your exhaling, one breath in your standing. In. Exhaling, bringing your prayer. Tadasana. Breathe, warrior round. Inhaling your arms. Exhaling, folding forward, stepping your right foot back, open it 45 degrees. Right arm reaches forward, windmill back, your hips opening, arms like windmills. Palm of your hand flipping open, reverse warrior, bending your front knee. Breath, bending your front knee even a tiny bit more. Inhaling, coming back in your second warrior. And from here, you're lowering down your elbow, reaching with your arm. Lowering down in your side ankle. Breath. Inhaling, coming back in your second warrior, interlacing your fingers, turning your hips halfway forward, opening your chest. Exhaling, folding forward, humbled warrior, your neck growing long. Please stay here, or you're opening your arms, needle your left elbow under your left knee, finding a bind while you're reaching around, opening your chest. Yes, you come inside, this is it, opening your chest. Breathe, opening this chest. Breathe, we can play if you would like. We can gazing forward to your left foot, and you want to stepping both of your feet together. Come on, let's try. Breathe. People used to the practice, you can stay like it is, or you're gazing forward and you're taking your left leg with you in your bird of paradise. Breathe. Sorry, I need to come down already. When you want to come down, you're planting back your foot onto the floor, and then you're planting back, and then you're walking your right foot back. Again, opening your chest one more time, exhaling, planting your hands, long Vinyasa lunge, inhaling, exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Breathe. Child pose, vinyasa of your choice. Breathe. Don't worry when you couldn't do this side, as it came a bit as a surprise. We do it the other side. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Stay in your down dog. Breathe. Breathe. And let's everyone meet in downward facing dog. Bending your knees, gaze between your hands. You can walking, tippling forward, stepping forward, hopping forward, inhaling. Soft knees, strong legs, folding forward. In your exhaling, one breath, inhaling. Exhaling your hands, Tadasana for a moment. And imagine yourself, visualize yourself in your bird of paradise. So we've been folding forward, everyone could follow in humbled warrior. And then you want to needle your arm under your knee, finding this bind. First you want to open, and then you gaze towards your step forward front foot, and you step your foot. And then with one breath, you take your knee with you and come into your bird of paradise. Visualize. Visualize. Breath. And then we actually want to do it. Inhaling your arms. Exhaling, folding forward, stepping your left foot back, 45 degrees opening. Left arm reaches forward, windmill back. Right arm over your knee, hips open, knee bend. Palm of your hand flipping open, reversed warrior. Laura, bring your back foot toes a bit more in front. A bit more, it's easier for your hips. And inhaling in your second warrior, releasing, bending your front knee, releasing your elbow, sliding with your arm over your head, side ankle, stay, or you're lowering down. Bending your front knee a tiny bit more leg and pushing your back foot. Breath. Inhaling, coming up, second warrior. Interlacing fingers, turning halfway forward, bending front knee, opening chest. In. Exhaling, folding. Stay, or you're releasing your arms. You needle your right arm under your left and finding a bind, opening your chest. Inside, and bring your arm inside, 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 bending your knee. Inside, inside, bringing this arm around. No, no, no. In your back, 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 back. Yes. And this hand wanna find a bind. Yeah. Stepping in front, gazing towards your front foot. You wanna gaze towards your front foot and you're stepping your back, rooting down from your left, gazing forward, and with one breath, you wanna lifting yourself up. Very good. Come on, try it. Lengthening this leg while you're pressing your foot, lengthening your spine, smiling in your heart. Right, smiling in your heart, rolling back your shoulders. I know. Just try. Coming back. It's a bit of a playfulness. Stepping back. Taking one more openness. And releasing your hands. Please, people at home, go step by step. Exhaling in your downward facing dog, shaking your head. Breathe. Sometimes it's nice to be surprised in playing other asanas, opening mind, opening body. Stay awake. Inhaling in your high plank, choose Chaturanga Dandasana. Obviously, it's always available. And here, Anne, you stay with your nose, with your knees. You're releasing your toes, gazing forward, elbows glued to your body while you're coming down. Look at this, you do not need to collapse. Inhaling, reaching forward from your heart. This is beautiful. Exhaling in your downward facing dog, spreading your fingers. Breathe. Bending your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward. And please listen. Inhaling, you're coming halfway. Exhaling, you're folding forward. Lifting your left heel, your right hand from the inside, grabbing your left foot, bringing your left hand on your left hip and gazing forward, gently bending your right knee. With one breath, you want to come in your standing, taking your foot with you. When your arms are a bit short, please take your hand on your knee, rolling back your shoulder. You can stay, maybe you want to play and lengthening your leg. You're gazing forward or you're releasing your left arm and come into your twist. Breath. You can grab your knee, grabbing your knee. Anne, grabbing your knee. Really, you can grab your knee. You can do the same in grabbing your knee. When you don't have the flexibility in your leg, it doesn't matter. Inhaling, coming back in your neutral, lifting your knee.
When you're doing it at home.
Exhaling, planting, arms, inhaling, folding forward, exhaling, lifting your right heel, left hand from the inside, right hand on your right hip, softening your left knee, inhaling with one breath. You please, it doesn't matter really at all when you're taking your knee and when you're gazing forward, you can do all the same. When you hold your knee, you don't need to lengthening your leg, lengthening your spine. Sarah, Julia, breathe. While you're pressing your standing foot into the floor, you're reaching forward from your right and from here, a long spine, opening up, using these counters, pressing down, pressing forward, lifting up, breathe, inhaling, coming back in your neutral, lifting your knee, exhaling your arms, releasing, inhaling, folding forward, exhaling, stepping your feet together, bending your knees, Tadasana, inhaling, long spine, bringing your prayer in front of your chest, turning to your left side. You can stay here or you're lowering down, opening your arms. Doesn't matter, you can stay here, choice bending your knees more. Breathe. You can open your arms like wings to even find a deeper twisting. You can reaching around, finding a bind with your thigh. Inhaling, coming back in your neutral, lifting your arms. Exhaling, your prayer. Arms on your side, sweep your arms. Exhaling, folding forward, bending knees, Utkatasana. Shoulders. Exhaling, prayer, right side. You can stay here when this is good enough. Lowering down, elbows. Stay or you're opening your arms like wings. You can find a bind. Breathe. Bending your knees a tiny bit more, Leon. Breathe. Breathe. One more deep inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your prayer back in front of your chest and coming up. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, gazing forward, walking back in your downward facing dog or jumping back, taking one more. Vinyasa. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Breathe. Opening up, gaining strength, getting sweaty. Concentrate. Breathe, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, listen. You want to hopping forward on the outside of your hands. So you bring your hands, opening your feet a tiny bit, 45 degrees, that you can planting your feet onto the floor. You're bending your knees more, your hands walking between your arms, between your legs. You're lowering down on your seat and your thighs meeting. Laura, you need to open your feet a tiny bit more. Open your feet a tiny bit more towards the side. Yes, that you can lowering down. Bringing your thighs on your upper arms and gazing forward. This is first step. You can stay here when you would like to play. You're letting your toes walking forward, lifting your legs, gazing forward, coming into a sweet little arm balance. Breathe, exhaling, lowering down on your seat and lengthening your arms.
pushing with your hands. Tadasana, hands next to your hips, lengthening your spine. Closing your eyes for a moment. Breathe, sweating, breathing, bringing yourself home. Breath. Please remember, you always can gently bending your knees when you need to have a bit more space for your hamstrings. Inhaling your arms, folding forward, releasing your neck, long spine. Breath. Hope everyone is happy at home, following, not getting frustrated, not giving up. Breathe, folding forward. Good, Pedro. Rachel, Anna, Kate, Lou, I'm so happy you are here. Jen, hopefully Jennifer is right with you. Simone, breathe. Mama and Papa. Inhaling, gazing forward, bending your right knee and planting your right foot on the outside of your right hip. Your foot is facing forward. Bring both shoulders inside. Reaching forward from both of your arms. You want to have a bit more space. And then with your right arm, you're reaching around your right knee. With your left arm, you want to find a bind, gazing forward, using a belt. Louder, using your belt. I'm coming, and you can using a belt. People at home, you always can stay here like this. Or you're reaching around and bringing your arm on the side. You don't need to find the bind. This is opening chest as well. So when you can't find the bind and you don't have a belt around, breathe. Just reach behind, there is a belt. Or, oh, hold on, I'm giving you. Which is yours? Is this the back one? Is yours? This one. Inhaling, exhaling, releasing, lengthening both of your legs, giving them a bit of a shake. Bending your left, and then from here, you want to planting your left foot really 2-3 centimeters on the outside of your left hip, flexing both shoulders inside. Pressing this foot into the floor. Hip, we've been working hips, reaching forward from both of your arms that you create more length. Left arm reaching around, finding a bind, squaring your shoulders, gazing forward. Exhaling, folding. And finding your variation. And Sarah, you want to try bringing your knee. Breathe. Inhaling, gazing forward. Exhaling, coming in your sitting. Lengthening your legs, shaking them out. Elbows next to your ribs, marching forward. Find the first 3/4 of your mat. We want to take shoulder stand. If you don't want to take your shoulder stand, I'm not having a block around. Yeah. Hold on a sec. If you don't have a block at home and you don't want to take a shoulder stand, you always can create with your hands a fist and bringing your hands under your hips. It's a really nice position as well. So if you don't want to take shoulder stand or any other inversion, please choose block, square on your hips. Do not come too high, it's painful. So you want to stay on your bony part. Just 1 second, we do the shoulder stand. So you're rolling back, shoulders down, long. Maybe you want to just have one look.
because to come out. So we do shoulder stand, all the things you know. Maybe you want to come in Halasana. Only when your toes meeting the floor, you're liberating your arms, interlacing. And you're not looking to left, not to right. Maybe you can bending your knees and you're reaching with your arms around, making a nice little bowl. Afterwards, you're lengthening hands back, bringing your hands on your hips, and then you're scissoring your legs. And from here, maybe you want to come into back bending. When you don't want to do this, you stay long with your legs and supporting your back, rolling onto your back, sacrum, bending your knees. And then from here, you're taking a soft bridge. Yeah? Okay, at home? So let's start taking shoulder stand. And please remember, you don't need to do when you don't want to do, bringing your fists under your hips or using a block. Stay in your shoulder stand and please don't look not to the screen at home and you don't look to your neighbor in this room. You're hurting your neck. You don't want to looking around. Maybe you want to start scissoring your legs, playing a tiny bit with your legs. Your breath is soft, even. Bringing your legs over your head, Halasana, plow. Please, only when your toes meeting the floor, you're liberating your hands. If your toes don't meet, it will take a tiny bit longer and you're supporting with your hands. Maybe you want to folding your knees, creating this nice little bubble, squeezing your knees in your ears. And then from here, bringing your hands back on your kidneys, lengthening your legs and gently rolling, bringing your hands on your kidneys. Maybe you want to scissor your legs apart and you find your bridge here. This is it. Stay with your hands under your hips, helping you to support. Bring your elbows a tiny bit closer. Yes, lifting your hips. Breathe. And gently and slowly coming down onto your spine, vertebra for vertebra, hugging your knees towards your chest. You want to counter, pressing your knees, your thighs in your belly, making sure your sacrum presses into the floor. Breathe, holding your left knee, stretching out your right leg. Hover it 2-3 centimeters over the floor. Inhaling, changing side, right knee, left leg, hovering. Inhaling both of your knees, opening your knees towards your side, happy baby pose, feet over your knees, hands grabbing. Maybe need to grab your ankles, calf muscles, or you bring your arms around on your thighs and pressing your shoulders, your hips down, finding a bit of a movement, swinging one side to the other side. Inhaling, releasing your feet, lengthening your legs towards your ceiling, pushing with your heels. Inhaling, pointing with your toes. Exhaling, flexing your feet, pushing your heels. Pointing, flexing, bending your knees next to your seat, hip widths apart, lifting your hips only to 3 centimeters, bringing your hands on your lower belly and finding a bit of a shaking. So you're bumping with your sacrum onto the floor, finding a big, big sound deep down in your belly, like a deep releasing, lifting your hips only 2-3 centimeters, and then letting them coming down onto the floor, feeling this weight. Letting yourself flow in your Shavasana. Any preparation you need to do, do it now. That you find your resting, your integration in your Shavasana. Length long out of your hips, toes flowing towards the side, shoulder blades under your shoulders, hands on your side, palms of your hands facing up, letting your fingers curling in gently, eyes closed. Finding your natural breath, wetting your lips with your tongue. In your muscles, soft in your organs, heavy in your bones. Let go. Finding this stillness, you are in your physical body. The call from Oriya Mountain Dreamer. I have heard it all my life, a voice calling a name I recognized as my own. Sometimes it comes as a soft-bellied whisper. Sometimes it holds an edge of urgency. But always it says, wake up, my love. You are walking asleep. There is no safety in that. Remember what you are and let this knowing take you home to the beloved with every breath. Hold tenderly who you are and let a deeper knowing color the shape of your humanness. There is nowhere to go. What you are looking for is right here. Open the fist clenched in wanting and see what you already hold in your hand. There is no waiting for something to happen, no point in the future to get to. All you have ever longed for is here, dear, in this moment, right now.
You are wearing yourself out with all this searching. Come home and rest. How much longer can you live like this? Your hungry spirit is gaunt, your heart stumbles. All this trying, give it up. Let yourself be one of the God-made, faithful only to the beauty you are. Let the lover pull you to your feet and hold you close, dancing, even when fear urges you to sit this one out. Remember, there is one word you are here to say with your whole being. When it finds you, give your life to it. Don't be tight-lipped and stingy. Spend yourself completely on the saying. Be one word in this great love poem we are writing together. And gently and slowly reconnecting to your breath. Letting your breath grow fuller, grow stronger. Into your toes, into your fingers, and letting them start to play gently. Maybe this moves into a stretching, into a sweet little touch. Maybe there is a movement missing you're longing for. And when you feel ready, bending your knees towards your chest and flow to your right side, giving yourself a moment. And with your left hand in front of your chest, press yourself up and find a comfortable seat. Can be any pose you're comfortable with. Long spine, prayer, hands in front of you, closing your eyes. Feeling the soft touch of your hands and your own being. Feeling your right hand, feeling touching your left hand touching your right, like infinite meets finite, and finite meets infinite in your being. Finish with one deep, long sounding Om, starting together with a big inhaling. Thank you for practicing yoga with me this morning. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thank you here in this room. Thank you at home. So lovely. You're popping up. Beautiful group. Thank you. Enjoy your breakfast.